Asmongold. I'm gonna see if my editors might want to make a second account for it even. Sure. Who are these mysterious editors? No! No! How does it get sadder? No one's making you do this, my dude! Oh god! He's posting this on me! I don't know if you noticed, the guy's got no talent. He's not good at really anything. And so he'll come into an arena and everyone has just presumed that he's a genius because of the mythos of Elon Musk. So he'll enter something, say like when he bought Twitter, and then he went into Spaces and starts talking to all the coders there. And then immediately it's like, well, can we not just like simplify the stacks? And then all of them were kind of like, wait, what the fuck? And I'm not a coder, so I couldn't necessarily laugh my ass off at that moment because I didn't even know what stacks were. And then all the actual coders were like, do you know what a stack is? And he was like, yes, of course, if you were to compile the code to make it simpler. And they're like, no, okay, what do you think a stack is? We need to start there. And then obviously he was like, get rid of them. What? Yeah, get rid of that person. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Didn't know we had clowns among us. And someone's like, that was like one of our senior engineers. What are you talking about, Mr. Musk? You have no idea what you're talking about. So that doesn't really work for, I guess, people who don't know how to code, like myself. Like, I can laugh at the fact that the other coders are like, oh my god, this guy has no idea what he's talking about. This is ridiculous. But when it came to games, I am a gamer. So I do know what it is to fake being a gamer and to have gamer-stolen valor. And I do know amongst the gaming community, it is the chief, the cardinal, the highest offense. It is the thing you do not do. No one does it. You're not supposed to do it. If you do it, holy shit, you got zero respect. I remember when Ted Cruz tried to pretend that he was a gamer, and then he was like on some really shitty podcast. Maybe it was his own, but he was on a shitty podcast, and he was just talking about how like, oh, I do love to relax every now and then, you know, by playing a couple video games. And the person's like, oh, what do you like to play? And then he started mentioning how he liked games specifically where he could buy the upgrades because he doesn't have the time in his life to do them. And then immediately it was like, oh, no, you don't confess to that. No, you're not allowed to do that. You got to put in the hours. You got to grind. There's no such thing as the easy path to exile. You got to actually spend hours and hours and have no fucking life. You're not allowed to have a life. You just gotta go again head first into the process and lose everything. You lose the ability to go to the bathroom. All right, you can't take breaks to go to the bathroom. You're always online. You gotta wear diapers. You gotta have poop socks ready. That's where the whole poop sock meme comes from, because you gotta put in those fucking hours and lose everything. Lose your family. Lose your friendships. Lose relationships if you had them to begin with, and then only then, after years and years of struggle, you might be lucky enough to become like the 15,000 best player. That's if the light shines upon you, if Nirvana begins and all of a sudden you can see the gates of Valhalla before you. That's like best case scenario. You're the 15,000 ranked player in the world. Not the 93rd, not the 50th, not the top 10. The top 10 are not humans. They are aliens operating at a level to which we will never truly comprehend. And no one comes close to that who has no fucking idea what he's talking about. But it turns out that's Elon Musk. Elon Musk just thought, you know what? No one's going to notice. No one's going to pay attention if I either pay someone to do all the work for me or I just buy an account. I just, like, again, when you're a billionaire and you have billionaire brain, you think you can just buy respect and buy love and buy everything, right? That's what he did. And so he bought this account that has some of the greatest items anyone's ever seen, and he doesn't even know that. He's like in real time showing everybody that he barely knows how to play the game. He barely knows how to work the maps. He barely knows how to work the loadouts. And then all of a sudden, he's like showing off these items that are like, these are beyond God tier, all right? These are the things of legend. These are the things of which people are like, oh my God, you have the thing? He's like, not that great. Kind of sad. I've only got like a rank level 63 mage staff. And they're like, no, that item is one of the hardest items to get ever. No one has this. No one has even seen this before. What are you doing? The number is insignificant. It doesn't matter that you're ranked higher than the level of the staff. How do you not know that? This thing is so rare. Oh my God. You haven't played this before. You don't know what you're talking about. about? This isn't real. And then all this goes down, and obviously it makes its way up to the cockroaches, right? Like, you know, much like the bird, the spider, sorry, in Game of Thrones has little birds who feed information to him, while Asmongold has dead rats and cockroaches that feed rumors to him. And so Asmongold is sitting there, gets the video, and is like, oh yeah, fake gamer. Because Asmongold actually is one of the world's greatest World of Warcraft players. Of all the horrifying things you can say about that man, you can't take away the real fact that he's actually a good World of Warcraft player. So he knows. He is someone who, again, as like I said earlier, case in point, you got to give up everything. You can't even own a clock. You can't have an alarm clock. You got to have a dead fucking rat in your room that when the sun comes in through the light and it makes the carcass stench, that wakes you up. That was his life. That's Asmongold. He just does that with the camera, a webcam faced at him. That's the only difference. But he's one of those people. So he's done that. He's put in the hours. So he knew. He could smell it, much like the dead rats in his own room. He could smell that Elon Musk was lying about everything the entire time. And so he calls him out and he's like, well, I gotta be honest, this seems hella sus. I'll tell you what, man, if you can prove that you actually made that account and you grinded and you became that player, I will quit my job streaming on YouTube and Twitch, and I will stream exclusively on X. That's a hell of a free offer, right? You get one of the world's most famous gamers to stream exclusively on your app. You gotta pay him nothing, because if it's true, this costs you nothing and is a massive like deal. And Elon Musk, fragile as he is, being called out as he was, and definitely not having done the hours or having that character or having done any of it, was a fake gamer all along, got so mad that he took away his verification badge and leaked their DMs. Like, just, how petty. Like, my dude, you are worth more than entire nation states combined in some cases. You can do anything you want. You can hunt Asmongold for sport if you wanted to and probably get away with it. You could do that. You could turn it into a show. You can make the Squid Game. You could do whatever you wanted, and yet instead of ignoring this, like you could, he went the extra mile and then was just like, I'm taking off your verification badge, I'm leaking our DMs, and now he's trying online to try and like tell everyone Asmongold's a fake gamer. He's good at commentary, but he's not actually, you know, really good at video games. So it's like, that guy's a top tier World of Warcraft player. Of all the shit I can say about Asmongold, that ain't it. I I can make fun of so many elements of that man, you know, like the fact that he lived literally. You can't drag him for filth because he is filth. He is literal filth. The man lives amongst his own blood and cockroaches. He's disgusting. He's deplorable. He's a massive racist. All that is true. But he's also a professional World of Warcraft player. You can't lie about that. I mean, that's one of the that explains the filth. On God tier, gods would be happy to have these game weapons, but you have them and they're leveled to such a degree that, oh my God, he has no fucking idea. He faked it. He faked it, which you can't do. You could pay someone to do everything I said before, the whole sacrifice your life, sacrifice relationships, poo in a sock, all that kind of stuff. You could pay someone to do that for you, or you could buy an account from someone else who had already done that, and then you have, yes, one of the world's top-ranked characters, one of the world's best characters, and with all the best weapons. But again, money can't buy you respect. That's the lesson from all this. A billionaire who wants nothing but to be respected and loved, cannot buy it. He bought an entire social media platform to become the most followed person on that platform. Everyone hates him. He is the biggest target, the biggest clown on that platform. So much so that people don't use his name when they make posts because they know that they don't get as much viral traction, because for some reason I'm going to suspect behind the scenes he's so petty that he put on, like, you know, buffers and other, you know, things where it's just like, so if there's a viral post that makes fun of me, can we make sure that it doesn't go viral, kind of thing. Yeah, I mean, if you're that petty a human, if you're so insecure that you need this, I mean, we work for you. We are your engineer. Would you like a stack? Can we stack that for you, sir? Yes. Yeah, we will goblin mode. No one can truly make fun of you. So when people want to get really viral, like, you know, memes and tweets and stuff on Elon Musk now, they usually avoid using his name because they know it won't just gain any traction, or you don't quote tweet him. because you have no power to quote tweet him anymore. He's somehow, I'm suspecting, added parameters in the code so that people who want to quote tweet and clown on him have a very hard time doing so. So you screenshot him and then you talk about him and you don't use his name, and then yes, the posts will do a lot better that way. I found that anyway. I don't know if that's indicative of anything. That's just my personal experience. But things suddenly came to a head in the gaming community, because the Lord of Cockroaches, he of the dead rat alarm clock, Asmongold, yes, that same grotesque creature, decided, oh my god, I didn't know this. See, I was fine with everything else. I was fine with all the anti-Semitic stuff, the racist stuff, the immigrant conspiracy theories, the kind of destabilizing democracy globally, the pressure applied to other governments that he doesn't live in to have to do the things that he wants on a whim because he is going to make their lives hell if he doesn't. I was fine with all that. That was all totally fine. But if you fake being a gamer, if you have stolen gamer valor, if you are pretending to be one of the world's greatest Path of Exile players when you have not in fact put in the hours, shame on you. Shame on you. You are getting called out. And so Asmongold did. Asmongold releases a video where he says, I will quit streaming on YouTube and streaming on Twitch, and I will stream exclusively on X, the everything app, if you can prove to me that you, in fact, were the person who made that character, leveled him up, and did everything. If you can prove that to me, if you can provide proof, that's very easy terms and conditions. You have nothing to lose. You could just have ignored it, right? That could have been how Elon Musk decided to treat this whole fiasco. Ignore the whole thing. Or you got a great deal. One of the world's like top tier World of Warcraft players. Like of all the things, of all the shit I can talk about Asmongold, that's one thing I can't say. He is a massive, massive racist who decided that it was appropriate to dehumanize Palestinians, say that they were justified in their genocide because they were from an inferior culture. Yes, that Asmongold. He's a monster. But he's also a professional World of Warcraft player. So I'm not going to lie about that. He has put in the hours. You can see it. It's the reason he is as grotesque as he is. He has blood on his walls. He lives amongst cockroaches. His alarm clock is a literal dead rat that when the sun hits it, that's his notification that he has to wake up in the morning from the stench. So that's, you know, someone who's willing to sacrifice everything. His own health, his own dignity, his own humanity in order to become one of the world's greatest World of Warcraft players. That's Asmongold. So of all the things you can talk shit about him, he knows. He knows that someone can't suddenly just appear in the scene and be like, yeah, I'm one of the world's greatest players. And then have everyone be like, oh, really? Cool. Can I see? And then like, oh, wait a minute. Something's wrong here. So you think if you were Elon Musk and then you had more money than sense and you were the world's richest human, again, the man has enough money to buy fucking islands if he wants. He has enough money to literally probably legally hunt Asmongold for sport. He could do that. He could do almost anything. He's got more than the combined GDP of some nations. All right. So he has infinite money. He's got the infinite money glitch. He can do whatever he fucking wants. You would think he would just ignore Asmongold calling him out. But instead this happened.
I don't even understand it. Elon unfollowed Asmon. Was he not happy about the, probably not happy about the PoE video? There's no way he played that account.
Just running past Kazorb!
No loot filter.
Please help pressing his mana flask.
He's individually dragging the maps into the inventory.
Level 48.
It's not really about one of these things happening. It's about everything happening. There has to be hundreds of hours to being level 97. If Elon Musk can prove that he played this account to 97, I will stream on X starting the day that he proves it for an entire...
And again, not really that big of like, you know, you could do what most, I would say, billionaire CEOs of multiple companies who are about to actually have a very, very close partnership with the White House would do, and ignore the random World of Warcraft streamer on the internet talking shit about you. You could do that. I'm assuming that's what his shareholders would want. You just be like, yeah, okay, just who cares? Who cares? Who cares if some people in the gaming community don't believe you? Who cares that you cheated? You cheated, fine, whatever. Musk, this shit isn't real. You realize that. It's a video game. Their respect, is that more important to you than anything? Than everything? Would you burn this all down simply to be able to have them say, like, are you going to put in now time, wealth, and resources to be able to try and fake that you in fact did grind all those hours to become this like top tier player in this game that's very, very hard to cheat at, to do that, unless you paid someone else to do it for you? Are you going to do that? And again, Path of Exile, not a game I played, but I understand the mechanics of how someone would have to spend hours and endless hours to be able to get to the, you know, the tier that he has.
Entire year straight, every single stream that I do. It was so obvious. You cannot get mad at me for bringing this up. If somebody does something that I like, I'm going to say, I like the fact that you did that. But if they do something that I don't like, I have to say that it's bad. Because if you don't do that,
oh, and that brings us back to when he was posting all this cringe. So he changed his profile picture to Kekius Maximus, which was essentially the Pepe the Frog as a PoE character. Amazing, so epic, you know, the meme, sir, kind of shit. And then he changed it to super patriotic Elon Musk after the Cybertruck attack, terrorist attack had taken place. It was just kind of like, whoop. Yeah, he went from Kekius Maximus to I love America, I will not stand in front of the American flag, and it's remained like this ever since. But these were some of the posts. Elon Musk says, made it to hardcore leaderboard after many deaths. What we keck in life echoes through eternity. Who are you? If not bots, anything that is not a bot here. Like, this is so profoundly cringe. Like, even dad jokes are embarrassed by this. Dad jokes, the genre is embarrassed by this statement that he has made here. I don't know who these people are. Elon Musk, Kekius Maximus will soon reach level 80 in hardcore PoE. Kekius Maximus now at rank 263 in the world after a marathon session of Path of Exile. Many deaths on hardcore ladder. And of course, Ian Miles Chong is there to be like, you know, give me your boots, sir. And like, yes, oh, you're going hardcore, bro. Oh my God, yes. So many deaths in all these hours. But really what's happening here is behind the scenes, Elon Musk is paying someone to do this for him. And so, you know, someone who's just basically putting in all the hours and being paid, I hope, and being paid well. I mean, if you didn't pay them well, I don't know how well the NDAs are going to hold up, because whatever you made that person sign to do this for you is most likely going to spill the tea eventually. So there's always a weak link. Hopefully they don't get disappeared over all this shit, because he seems to take this dramatically seriously.
that's not really telling the truth, is it? What is this? He responded about it? I love my Chinese alter ego. Okay, here we go.
So one of the questions was, am I going to comment on the Chinese driver of my Path of Exile account? Yes. His name is Elon Ma, and he's amazing. I rely on him for everything.
Well, there it is. The mystery has been solved. There we go. The ghost camera, Elon Musk.
Damn. You're going hard. So many deaths along the way.
Yep.
So he's really funny and hilarious. And I don't know. I think Asmongold and the rest of the people who decided that Elon Musk is super epic because of all the epic memes bet on the wrong person. As it turns out, Elon Musk publicly trashes gaming streamer and leaks their DMs after public criticism. Oh no. Elon Musk leaks Asmongold's DMs after unfollowing streamer over the PoE 2 boosting drama. Streaming star Asmongold has responded to Elon Musk unfollowing him amid the drama of the SpaceX boss boasting in Path of Exile 2. For years, Elon Musk has put his love of gaming out there. In the days of Overwatch's peak, he regularly spoke about being a Torbjorn main and sinking hours and hours into Blizzard's game. However, in the last few weeks, his skills have come under question. The SpaceX boss claimed to be one of the best Diablo 4 players in the world, even submitting a record-breaking time in one of the game's hardest battles. However, Hill Tides has not verified that run, and he only sits 54th. What? He only sits 54th? And yet I saw so many headlines, front news headlines. I shared them. I was sharing fake news that said he was the #1 player in the world. But his #1 player status is not only 54th, and in addition to that, his actual, main accomplishment has not been independently verified? Lies. Lies, I say. More recently, he's come under fire for seemingly sharing an account with someone else to boost up his level in Path of Exile 2. Asmongold addresses Elon Musk unfollowing him. A few high-profile players have accused him of boosting up and taking credit for skills that aren't his, including Asmongold, who up until January 15th had been followed by Elon on X and Twitter. Elon unfollowed Asmon. He's probably not happy about the PoE video. There's no way he played that account, he said. He'll get over it. Listen, it was so obvious. You cannot get mad at me for bringing this up. Everyone was talking about this. Come on, man. Come on. He'll let this go. He's the world's richest human. He's the world's most powerful man. There's absolutely no way he's this thin-skinned. It's going to become a controversy and melt down. The really scary thing about this is that, like, Elon does have billionaire brain, as you can see. And the effects of billionaire brain are being so woefully and deeply insecure that money can't buy you everything. It can't buy you respect. It certainly can't buy you gamer respect, as he's finding out the hard way right now. It can't buy you love. I mean, he created a robot to love him, Grok, and you've seen the things that Grok says. I can't repeat them on here. I'll get banned. They're against TOS. Grok says some very, very cruel and mean things about Elon Musk on a regular basis. So even the robot that you created from scratch to love you hates you. The gamers don't respect you anymore. I mean, if he loses Ian Miles Chong, he's got nothing left. That's basically the last thread, keeping his ketamine brain stabilized. Elon Musk leaks DMs between them. It didn't take Musk long to respond to the clip once it made its way to X and Twitter. Asmon behaves like a maverick independent, but in reality has to ask his boss for permission before he can do anything. He is not his own man. What does this mean? I don't understand. Who's this guy's boss? He turns on a webcam in the corner of his room, dusts off the dead rats and cockroaches, and then streams for as many hours as his body stays alive. That's all he does every day, and gets millions of dollars for it. Is it Twitch? Did Twitch make him do this? What was it? Amazon? Was it Bezos? Shortly after that, the billionaire revealed messages between himself and Asmon in the past as they spoke about his YouTube editors. I felt the need to add my unique perspective to the Elon Musk drama around Path of Exile 2. Here's the full video. Asmon behaves like a maverick independent, but in reality, blah, blah, blah. He's not his own man. Oh, we got community noted. Oh no, that's so sad. On the own, like, you bought this whole thing. This cost you $44 billion and you're still getting clowned. Well, you know what he could do? He could always have this removed. There's that. Asmongold does not have bosses. He employs content editors to package and redistribute content from his live Twitch streams on other platforms such as YouTube. The editors mentioned in the DMs leaked in Elon's follow-up comments are his employees. You can't be serious. He thought YouTube editors were his bosses? Asmongold, I'm gonna see if my editors might want to make a second account for it even. Sure. Who are these mysterious editors? No! No! How does it get sadder? No one's making you do this, my dude! Oh god! He's posting this on main! It doesn't totally surprise me. Again, billionaire brain. Billionaire brain. Can you see the effects that billionaire brain has upon the mind? This is what's happening to you. You're so out of touch with the common man. You thought editors was boss, or I don't know, mafia or something. I have no idea how you came to this conclusion without, again, the pervasive sickness of billionaire brain. Who are these mysterious editors? Oh, two guys, DA Asmongold and Kat Danny RU. They basically run the entire YouTube account, lol. So basically any content I post is edited or uploaded by them, and they just get a cut of the ad revenue. It's a super good system, to be honest. Almost everyone on YouTube does it. He explained it to you. He explained it to you in very simple English, and you still didn't get it. Interesting. Concerning. Looking into it. Looking into it. Elon Musk seems to think that Asmongold is an employee with editors overseeing him. That is incorrect. Asmongold's editors are actually his employees. They edit and upload his content for a revenue share. They don't control what he does. Oh, this is the man who's going to kill us all. He's going to destroy the planet. He's already doing it. He's destabilizing democracy globally, and he doesn't even. He posted this. This is his account. He thought this was a win. He's like, if people are going to make fun of me, honestly, if they're going to tease me because I said that he is controlled, they need to see the truth. I'm going to expose the truth. That's why we have X, the everything app. It's the #1 source for real news. Here are the DMs. Here you go. You can see them for yourselves. Here's how a YouTube editor works. Oh, man, this would be funny if it wasn't so scary. It can be both. The Tesla boss also said there are way more receipts where that came from. Oh, no. Adrian Dittman sends his regards. I bet you already drink coffee and love coffee, but you're probably worried if your coffee has blood in it. Not literal blood, but conflict zone blood. Did you want to buy coffee that is not only going to be delicious, it's going to arrive right on your door, it helps a little bit fund the serfs, and also it's end-to-end indigenous owned. That's why I partnered with Solstice Coffee, and hey, if you order by going to serfscoffee.com, they even include a free sticker, which is pretty awesome. So there's really no reason to actually not replace the coffee you already drink with delicious ethical coffee. That's why you should check out serfscoffee.com.
Hey, if you'd like to unlock secret bonus episodes as well as uncensored content, go to patreon.com/theserfs. This show is produced by Anna Loves Riley, Arian McCarthy, Cheryl Alvarez, Comrade Junkie, Doug Caddy, Everything Important, Hagbard Salim, Jimmy Sombrero, Multimondi, Omni, Political Poppy, Preston Kroll, Quiet 185, Riley and Anna, Roller Dragon, Cernicus, Stellar Gwyn, Sebastian Demel, Travis McClinton, Trincel, Words Greenwood, with additional support coming from all of these amazing human beings right here.